Hello and welcome to today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video. Now in today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video, we'll be taking a look at what will be affecting our markets this week, whether it's the Nifty, Bank Nifty, Sensex or the broader markets. After which we'll take a look at ITC. I'll share my point of view whether if you're an equity investor, option buyer, option seller, what can be done with the stock in the coming sessions and what led to this dramatic fall too. So now coming to the news front. Now on the news front, I believe there is a lot of American data coming out this week that's going to be important, but it's all now basically been made junk because of only one factor, which is what has happened over the weekend in Venezuela. As anyone trading the markets knows the significance of it, as it will change the commodity landscape. So I believe this week of January plus 12 of January, our markets should move in tandem with what happens in the commodity markets, because India is a huge consumer of oil and other resources, and this has completely tilted the balance of those resources for India and China as and Russia too, as three countries. So that will be a huge effect on our markets. But the one positive I see for the whole thing in this is that it should make our volatility index, the VIX, had gone to an all-time low. It should make it start rising again, which will give option buyers and option sellers some better opportunities, and even equity traders, short-term equity traders, some better opportunities in the coming trading sessions. So now let's take a look at ITC. What's going on with that stock? Now coming to ITC, now ITC has had a pretty huge fall. So, but the big question is, was this on the radar? Now, yes, there was a bearish tint on the radar fully. If we look at it historically, that ITC from a long time has been in a box range, but things got pretty severe from November. As from November, ITC has basically, if you look at the volume breakdown, it was in the complete control of the bears. The bulls were literally only appeared for this small moment here, and the rest was fully controlled by the bears. Plus, the trend catcher was constantly below zero, showing complete weakness. So these two factors in tandem were showing that you shouldn't go long. Naturally, nobody expected such a sharp fall. It was going to, let's say, happen over 3 to 4 months gradually, but this has happened instantly. So now what if you want to trade ITC in the coming sessions, what you should do? Now, if you want to trade ITC in the coming sessions, I believe it has reached a point at which it can have a dead cat bounce, or it can have a fresh fall. Why I say that? It is a very strong support at 337 to 342. Now, if it ends up showing some strength at this support, especially in the volume breakdown indicator, then it will end up having a bounce to 356 and 384. On the other hand, if it breaks 327, then it's going to fall to 325, most definitely. The people who use my volume buy indicator know that if this breaks, this is a definite target, because it simply goes by the dynamics of the bar. So my trading plan is basically on the option sell front. If you are basically want to only do that, then you can sell P's below 325 and C's above 364, as that will end up helping you capture the range and profiting from the decay on both sides, and sort of giving you an hedges on the terms of, if one side goes wrong, the other side is going to cover it up to a large extent. On the other side, if you're an option buyer or futures trader or equity investor or short-term equity investor, then if it shows a bit of strength on the chart here via price bars plus this, then you can consider a long for 356 to 364. By chance it breaks 364, it goes to 379, but I believe that's being very optimistic, as I don't think this will be hit anytime soon in terms of with these. The main resistance is this. So my trading plan, again, to summarize the whole picture, if it shows support, strength at 327 to 342, I'll most likely go along in it via option buys, in a mix of option buys and a little bit of equity, for a target of 356 and 364. On the other hand, if I see it's still showing weakness at 337 to 342, then I'll look for for break of 3 to 7 to initiate a fresh shot for 325 rupees. Option cells, I'm going to basically most likely also enter them, but I'll most likely enter in batches across January rather entering at once. So C cells above 364 and P cells below 325. Why I'll do it in batches? Because we have entered a zone in which there's going to be a lot of box range volatility. So that will give a better entry across the board for Jan and option expiry. So that's my trading plan for ITC. I've explained the option buy side, equity side, and option sell side. So I hope all liked, and if you liked the video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.